Good day. Today we are going to discuss the topic which is all about communicating environmentally sustainable initiatives. So here are our learning outcomes. First is for us to be able to define sustainable benchmarking and sustainable reporting. Next is the two levels of benchmarking. Then for us to be able to provide example of benchmarking and its indicators. Next is the 4 C's of sustainable reporting, and to be able to know the benefits of sustainable reporting. The next learning outcome is to be able to define the certification and to give an example. Next is to provide listing of major international and national eco labels. So there are 3 ways of communication. First is the benchmarking, the reporting, and the certification. So what is benchmarking? According to Weber 2001, benchmarking is a systematic procedure of comparative measurement with the goal to the continuous improvement in the business. And then benchmarking is a process that is increasingly incorporated with environmental certification. So when we say process, there are steps or procedures and series of actions. Okay, and benchmarking involves a comparative processes between one owns business and to the other businesses. Okay, so there are 2 levels of benchmarking. First is the internal, which is a comparison or compare different departments and sections of a hotel or different organizations within a company, which has these organizations which has best practices. Okay, and then it involves the analyzation of these operational practices or actions in order to find areas so that they are going to have an improvement and have more efficient performance. So the company, in terms of this internal benchmarking, the company will compare different organizations or the different sections or departments in order to determine the departments which is superior or has more efficient operational performances than the other department, so that they could understand and this department could share their procedures and processes to the other departments, so that they can also benefit, and there will be an improvement and increasing or more efficient operation performance. Okay, the other level of benchmarking is the external, or the comparison of in terms of data and performance to other organizations, including the competitors at different levels. In benchmarking, when we say comparison, it's based on the environmental items or the environmental indicators, including the energy efficiency or the energy consumption, the waste minimization or the solid waste production, and the potable water consumption, and also the social initiatives, including the participation of local charity events, or the employee satisfaction, or how the company or the business provide best employee satisfaction. So the main aim of benchmarking is to compare. Okay, so the main aim of benchmarking is to compare the operational efficiency and the environmental impacts within facilities having similar portfolio. Okay, and to indicate movements in this business activities, business practices, and management in order to establish more efficient operational standards. Okay, in terms of internal benchmarking, just like the Hilton company, they use this what they call the Lightstay as their tool, or as their best-in-class system for measurement of sustainability performance across global portfolio of hotels. Then it helps them to analyze and report this sustainability performance at each property or the hotels. And then after that is on the verifying of systems and processes, or it will be validated or shared results to the to know if the other department has this efficient sustainability performance or not. Then it will be compared with the different departments or organizations of the company. This moment, the company established the benchmarks in order to make a continuous improvement and to share best practices across the global system. And sustainable actions are integrated on how they will deliver the sustainable performance of the hotel to their guests in order to have a better experience of their guests, and also to the reduction of this environmental and impacts with the utilization of the light stay performance data. The light stay serves as their assistance on building, designing, and renovating hotels to its optimal performance, or to measure the energy, the waste, and the carbon utilization. And yes, these three, the energy, the carbon, the waste, are the major expenses of the hotel, right? Okay, so the light stay will help them on the analysis of the sustainability and performance, from the housekeeping to the food waste, and then to the paper usage, paper product usage, to the air quality, and to the transportation or to the operational practices of the company or the hotels. The other example of benchmarking, specifically the external benchmarking, is the use of IHEI Benchmark Hotel, or the International Hotels Environmental Initiative Benchmark Hotel, which is an internet-based environmental tool that is launched on September 2001. So the hotels or the hotel member group included to this is the Marriott International, Hilton International, the Scandic Hotel ABE, and the Six Continents Hotel, which are assisted to the tool development and through providing the data and testing the tools based to ensure its usefulness to the various types of hotels. Okay, in order to evaluate and measure the efficiency and sustainability performance or practices of these hotels, the assessment questionnaire consists of 6 modules and require to input all the following information of the period of 12 months. So this includes the hotel profile and operational characteristics, the energy consumption of the hotel, or the total of energy consumption, or the costs of electricity and fuel, and the waste minimization, the potable water consumption, or the total consumption of potable water and the costs, including all the water provided by the water company or the water generated on site, and the waste water quality, and the green purchasing. All of this information are certainly not accessible and is confidential except to the staff involved or the hotelier entering them. So another example of sustainable benchmarking is the Green Globe 21 or the GG21. So it is one of the first self-regulated systems, and it was mostly recognized initiative of within the travel and tourism industry. So the GG21 is dedicated to the improvement of sustainable performance or the environmental performance of all the enterprises or the businesses, companies related to travel and tourism industry. Okay, and then the Green Globe 21 was launched on 1994 by the WTTC or the World Tourism and Travel Council, and the IH and RA or the International Hotel and Restaurant Association, by as a result of the Earth Summit of 1992 in Rio. And then the Green Globe 21 or the GG21 was based on the Agenda 21 and the ISO type standards, or the Agenda 21 has this 40 chapters which outline the action plan for sustainable development, okay, that to be achieved this 21st century. Then that principles of agenda, the GG21 was based on the principles of agenda, and also to the ISO or the International Organization for Standardization. And according to Scott et al. 2004, the Green Globe 21 utilizes the series of Earth check quantitative indicators, or the 7 core Earth check indicators, in order to benchmark the environmental and the social performance of an enterprise of the travel and tourism industry. And then the 7 indicators of the 7 Earth check indicators include the presence of the sustainability policy, if the business or the company has sustainability policy or not. And then the other is the energy consumption, or the total energy consumed must have to be reported, and then the potable water consumption. And the 4th indicator is the solid waste production, or the meter cube of landfill waste per night, or the landfill waste based on the guest stay per night. And the other indicator is the social commitment, or the total number of employee or workers residing 20 kilometers from the workplace. And then the other indicator is the resource conservation, or the total weight of eco-labeled paper, or the paper purchased in kilogram per year. And the 7th indicator is the chemical use, or the total weight of biodegradable active chemical, or the active chemical utilizes in kilogram per year. So this chemicals include the cleaning agents and the land applied chemicals. So the water and the energy consumption and the baseline and also the best practice levels are adjusted based on the business location's climate condition.